Hi everybody, happy week 5. I am holding my phone, so if it's shaky, I apologize. I cannot get it to rest on anything. But this was a cool TED Talk. Phonomic awareness is something that I'm actually kind of well versed in because we do teach our children as soon as possible how to speak Chinook Wawa, which is our native trade language here in the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde. We're actually getting a brand new language building built. So it's going to be even more immersed into our culture than it is now, which is very exciting. But yeah, so kids pick up on the rules of language before they even speak it, which is super interesting, and it's why babies can be bilingual much easier than adults can, because we kind of latch on to our norms, and it's really hard to learn a second language the older you get, which they covered in the TED Talk. But they understand structure and rules of their native language before they can verbalize it, which I think is super interesting. So it kind of goes to show what your baby can understand before they can communicate, which I think is kind of reassuring, right? Knowing that there is a certain level of understanding. I thought it was super interesting. What I really wanted to learn about, honestly, was the 800 people who speak the Koro language, because language revitalization is really big amongst Native people and Indigenous cultures. So I was really excited at first. I was like, oh, that's going to be cool. And then it kind of went off into the actual study, and I was like, oh man. But yeah, it was cool. If anybody wants to learn more about languages that are spoken in the United States, definitely look into Indigenous languages. A lot of them were unfortunately lost with the genocide and death of Native people. My own native language, Kalapuya, was just recently revitalized, but was thought to be dead for a really long time. So it wasn't something that we grew up being able to speak, unfortunately. So what we did adopt was Chinook Wawa, which is Chinook jargon, if you're familiar. Similar to the way the Navajo code talkers spoke, it's a mixture of a lot of different languages, including French and English. I mean, it's all intertwined to be this sort of universal language that was used in the fur trades and things like that. What else? Oh, it did remind me that I heard my son say truck for the first time today, which was really exciting. He actually found his early Easter present. So I had to quickly box it up, and then he was going truck, truck, truck. Like, why are you taking it away? But yeah, language and babies is so neat, so exciting. Can be really difficult and heartbreaking, especially when your kids aren't reaching the milestones you expect them to. My son is going to be needing speech therapy soon, so hearing truck was a really big deal today. But yeah, I hope this message finds you all well and happy and healthy, and I hope you guys have a lovely week. And thank you for listening. Take care.